If you found yourself walking down Thurston, you'd think you were at any other street here in Manhattan. That is, until you get to 325.
Well, it's been there since I was just a little bitty fella. I don't remember. I remember them pulling it in there. They hauled it in there on a truck and unloaded it. And then they added a little bit more on the one side or something to it. And everybody called it the dollhouse.
It's here, at the corner of 4th and Thurston, where the smallest house in Manhattan sits on a lot all its own. And this little exception to the neighborhood has a big, big history. Donna Borgerding bought the house in 2009 from auction.
It was just unique, and when my daughter was young, I always gave her a hard time saying, someday you're going to live here. And sure enough, 20 or 15 years later, she's like, gosh, Mom, that's really true.
Donna didn't want any photography to be done inside the house, but we were allowed to see it so we could give a description. At 309 square feet, surprisingly, the house has a bathroom, kitchen, living room, and a bedroom space. These spaces are quite small, but roomy enough for a party of one.
I actually watched them paint that in about 4 hours one day. And the couch was about the size of the house.
It doesn't take long in this neighborhood to see that everyone has a story or anecdote that separates this house from the others in the city.
It's always strange about everybody that knew around and come through town and stop by there and look at it and sit there and look and grin and laugh and take off. I've never seen such a little bitty house like that.
Growing up next to the house, this was something Marion saw every day. His mom found the little house so interesting, she wrote about it in her book titled Any Given Day, The Life and Times of Jessie Lee Brown Favo.
And she got going writing it, and it started out when she was a little bitty girl, and when she could remember anything, and just related it right on down the line. And trying to, she said she wrote it for her grandchildren and her children and all, and they wanted them to learn to live right and do right and this and that and what, and that's pretty much what it was all about.
The book became a success for Jessie Lee, and it was reprinted in 3 languages. Time Warner has purchased the rights to make a movie.
It's just been there forever and never, it just seemed like part of the neighborhood.
Coming to you from the smallest porch in Manhattan, this is Jason Miller.